In a final push before the August 8th special election, an anti-abortion rights group is spending $5.5 million for ads in favor of Issue 1, which would increase the percentage of votes needed to amend the state constitution.
NBC4 Investigates' Jamie Ostroff has been fact-checking the claims in TV ads, both for and against Issue 1. And she's here now to break down what Project Women Ohio is saying in their latest round of messaging. Jamie.
Another day, another ad buy, and if Issue 1 passes, it would require a 60% vote to pass an amendment instead of a simple majority, as is the case now. Petitioners would also have to collect signatures from all 88 counties to bring a proposed amendment to a vote in the first place, instead of the currently required 44 counties. 3 months from now, Ohioans will vote again, this time on an amendment that would protect abortion. So the outcome of next week's vote could impact Ohio's abortion laws. And it is why the anti-abortion rights group spent millions on a pair of similar TV commercials. Two moms.
Listen, voting yes on Issue 1 is critical.
I'm a doctor, I'm a mom, and I'll be voting yes on Issue 1.
This woman, Vivina Napier, is a real OBGYN in the Dayton area. Both women say they're concerned that pro-abortion rights groups will change Ohio's constitution in ways they don't like if Issue 1 fails.
It's going to make it harder for a lot of these radical groups to come into our state and make changes to our constitution.
Those groups, at least in these ads, are ACLU Ohio and URGE. Both nonprofits publicly oppose Issue 1 and support a proposed amendment to protect abortion rights, which will be on November's ballot.
The groups that oppose Issue 1 brag on social media about abolishing parental rights.
The ads show the same tweets from both organizations. Let's pause and look at what's in those tweets. This one from ACLU Ohio opposes House Bill 8, otherwise known as Ohio's Parental Bill of Rights. The law, passed last year, requires public schools to notify parents of health care matters involving their children, as well as, quote, instructional materials with sexuality content. The tweets from the Washington, D.C.-based URGE also dissent to what it calls parental involvement laws, but do not mention Ohio specifically. In fact, this tweet talks about a Florida policy.
We think it's really important to highlight where they stand on the issues.
Amy Natosi is the spokeswoman for Protect Women Ohio. While parental notification or consent are not specifically mentioned in the proposed abortion amendment, she believes it is implied.
It says that the state shall not burden or interfere with an individual's reproductive decisions. On its face, that is saying that nothing should get in the way of somebody's reproductive choices. That includes parental consent laws.
I asked ACLU Ohio's legal director about that claim in an interview earlier this year.
That's also not true. Everyone knows that the rights that adult citizens have under the Constitution are more extensive than rights for minors.
The ACLU and its Ohio chapter have donated money to oppose Issue 1 and support reproductive rights in Ohio. And while I could not find any donations specifically from URGE, the organization is listed as part of the coalition behind the committee, Ohioans for Reproductive Freedom. URGE did not respond to my requests for comment. Jen.
All right.